Astor & Banks is back with a follow-up to the popular Sea Ranger. The Fortitude aims to bring a slimmed-down, refined style to the general aesthetic the Sea Ranger offered. The Fortitude is also the first watch from Astor & Banks that is specifically targeted at women. I have 3 of the 5 dial colors in for review: navy blue, silver, and mother of pearl. They each have a little something about them that makes them stand out in their own way. The Sea Ranger was one of my favorite watches of the past year. Let's see how the Fortitude stacks up. If you've had any hands-on experience with the Sea Ranger, there are a few things that will seem familiar to you. The marker and handset is carried over from the Sea Ranger, as is the general design of the dial. Astor & Banks has made a majority of changes to the case and dial colors offered. With a smaller case width of 38.5mm and a lug-to-lug of only 46mm, the Fortitude is compact, yet still carries some wrist presence. Even without the asymmetrical case from the Sea Ranger, the Fortitude doesn't seem small. It feels great on the wrist. All the dial colors, except for the mother of pearl, will come in at $650, with the mother of pearl coming in at $695. The Fortitude is a watch built to be subtle. As I mentioned before, the dimensions keep the on-wrist profile slim, yet not invisible. I found that the Fortitude wears true to its case height of 11.9mm, as the case pack bumps out a little bit, which can make it wear slightly tall on the wrist. With that said, I didn't find that it stuck out too much. Part of the on-wrist comfort also comes from the bracelet. The Y-link bracelet tapers gently from 20mm to 16mm at the clasp. The links articulate nicely, and I was able to get a perfect fit on the bracelet thanks to the micro adjustments on the clasp and the smaller size of the links. Regardless of which dial color you choose, you'll be greeted with a ton of depth on the dial. The markers are thick and stand out prominently. The dial also has a slight sector vibe to it, thanks to the small step down towards the center. The Fortitude is essentially a Sea Ranger without the asymmetrical case or bezel. The fixed bezel looks great with the dial design, and it feels like a classic sports watch. No nonsense and a simple yet effective design from the top down help the Fortitude fit into any situation. As I mentioned in the beginning of the review, Astor & Banks is specifically targeting this watch towards women. That isn't to say that it isn't targeted towards men, just that they are taking the extra step to be inclusive of all interested buyers of the watch. While the mother of pearl dial may have been what Astor & Banks had in mind when they were thinking of a dial color to target towards women, I found that it quickly became my favorite dial variant. There is more depth added to the dial with the mother of pearl, and the way that it plays with the light is captivating. The Fortitude would be a great option for a his and hers watch, no matter which dial color you choose. The Fortitude is modestly sized, a perfect fit for both men's and women's wrists alike. The finishing on the watch is also executed perfectly, and features some great touches like heat-blued hands on some of the dial colors. Astor & Banks is also incorporating anti-magnetic technology into the Fortitude as well, something that is overlooked by many brands, micro or otherwise. Astor & Banks is a brand that is on the precipice of breaking out. They've flown under the radar for a number of years and are truly doing some great things with their watches. The Fortitude is a watch they've built for everyone, and is the perfect release to help launch them to the next tier of microbrand greats. Thanks for checking out the video review, and for the full written review, head over to watchclicker.com.